long story short, I had a couple of scalps and was able to catch this long and was able to ride this move right here up a little bit. But other than that, nothing after that. And then check out ES real quick. What has ES been up to? Pretty much the same thing. But hopefully we get some decent selling off soon. Like the beginning of this year has really surprised me, bro. Like I didn't expect to go on a massive rally heading into the first couple months of the year. But you know, my overall bias is bearish, but maybe these couple month rallies is setting up for what's to come. Who knows? Who knows? But I'm hoping we can see something like that so that we can see an expansion in volatility because, I mean, VIX right now, we're trading at around 13, 14 over the past few 2, 3, 4 months or over the past like 3, 4 months. We've been trading on average around 13, 14 on average. So really nothing super attractive with volatility. So there's stuff to sell out there with premium and things like that. I've been putting on stuff like QQQ positions, SPY positions, Nvidia positions, SMCI, whatever it is. So there's opportunity out there. It's just volatility is still really low. So I don't know. Maybe we get blessed soon. Watch you. We are sitting at all-time highs. Do you think we get some type of sharp move down soon for whatever reason? We can get a little bit of a spike in vol if we get something like that. We're chilling at all-time highs. I just feel like something's got to budge, and I feel like nothing has been budging for the past.
Yeah, I'm gonna tell you that my answer is a hell no, bro. Unless another pandemic happen or some meteor happen and strike somewhere important, bro. Like, I don't think nothing going down when we just starting this AI boom, bro. We barely like a year or two into it, bro. I just feel like there's just gonna be like starting too much like economic growth across the world to like cause like that. Maybe I'm thinking about it. Maybe like the loss of jobs causes like a drop, bro. But if I'm just ensuing like an immediate rise in the markets alongside like increasing usage of AI, I feel like we just waiting for like these AI products to not just be ChatGPT and like be everywhere. Like, you know, AI products in Apple Music, AI products and like your TV. I just feel like we just have this. Like, I feel like it's like a new internet boom, bro. Because me personally, bro, like I know they always like when you starting off investing, they always like try to recommend you like base it off like what you actually like use day to day.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm a big like user of AI, bro. Honestly, like I ChatGPT a lot. I use Google Gemini, also formerly known as Bard, pretty often. So I can only imagine like, and I'm a nerd, bro. So I can't imagine like once they like figure out like products, AI products like my little nephew and them want to use, or like people on the block they use, you know. I can. I feel like we're just only gonna increase like the type of AI products people are gonna be like using in their day to day.
Yeah.
So
I hear you.
I feel like that's gonna cause a boom. Hopefully that causes like a rise in crypto. I don't know. I feel like like if I'm thinking about it too, like the way like, but prior to the pandemic, there was like nothing really like we could see stopping what the market was. The pandemic was like the correcting factor. So I feel like it's gonna take something like unforeseen like that, or maybe like maybe JP Morgan is playing with the books and we have no idea, and that causes like a financial meltdown. But that's the only thing.
You're right. You really never know what is really going to be the straw that breaks the camel's back.
Yeah,
nobody really knows until after it happens either, I guess.
I have high hopes on the sector, so like it was hard for me to imagine like bad news since the sector still got just so much optimism towards it.
Yeah,
but it was like the thing that made me hesitant in making any like call out was the fact that leading up to the earnings, I had like a mini like retracement. So like I wasn't sure if that was like an indicator of like an upcoming sell-off, even bigger one once the announcement came, or it was just some like random movement leading up to whatever news.
Yeah.
So like my prediction was that it was gonna stay in the expected range. I'm not sure if I said it was gonna be in the expected range downwards, but honestly, I don't feel like I would have like said that because I don't have no negative sentiment on chip companies right now. So I think I said it was gonna be like bullish expected move, but I was gonna be bullish but stay within the expected move. But like I got wrong in the sense it even surpassed the expected move. So like I didn't have no money in it, but is more what unfolded is more like aligned with my like sentiment of the industry. Like,
Yeah.
if
What is your sentiment of the industry right now? What would you say?
I don't think like dumb AI chip companies have like anything to worry about for a long time. I think like I compared it to like I don't know if I made this comparison with you or Louise, but I think I did with him. But you don't like it too. I compared it to like let's say Nvidia, but like this can apply damn near to all the chip companies. They're like Drake in the sense where like if they do like retrace or like if they have like bad quote unquote earnings, is more because like the expectations and standard is so high. And then, like when Drake, like when he makes like new albums now, like we're not really judging him off like is it just gonna be a number one quality album? We're judging him like is it better than like
His regular.
yes, yeah, Take Care, Nothing Was the Same, Views. We're judging him off like classics rather than like the fact that most artists nowadays can be just a number one selling artist.
Yeah.
So like that's where I think Nvidia is at a point. Like, yes, if they could like have like a crazy earnings beat in the sense of like any other company, that might be like something that makes their stock drop 20% because their expectations are already so high. So I feel like that's where they're at right now, and like any like bad like drops in their price is gonna be more just because they're not living up to the crazy expectation we have of these chip companies. But like outside of that, I feel like they're because the AI boom demand that's coming, we still only like touch the surface of like these AI capabilities, and like all those models require like them chips for training. And I don't anticipate AI becoming anything less demanded in our society. So honestly, I was like, this is just me like ranting and just having my digital footprint of me saying this. Like I know for a while, like I've been always like into cryptos, and like with equities, it was always, and like even for the cryptos, it's more like a trade in the sense like I have like a exit price point, right? But like I always felt like with like Warren Buffett, like let's say his investing style, like he actually is like invested in the company. He doesn't really have like a set price he's selling for. And for me, I always was like uncomfortable with like doing that with companies because it's like I don't know how confident I was in just like indefinitely holding and not having like a target price. But the AI sector is actually like the first sector I can acknowledge for me personally, where I would like comfortably hold without like a target exit price, just because I like the sector that much and have much high hopes for it. So yeah, I'm a fan of the chip companies, bro.
I like that. I like that point that you made earlier when you were talking about how like the standard for specific underlyings kind of changes based off of how they've been performing. That was a pretty good comparison that you made. I feel like the same thing happens, and there's a lot of parallels there. Like even like LeBron, for example, you know, when like that puts up a certain amount, that's good for the average, but it's like for you, that's not too hot. And I see the comparison you made there. That's a good one.
Yeah, that's literally what I had expected of the earnings. So that's like, it's not like they're just gonna say out of nowhere nobody wants to like their chips, but it's just it could only be like some shit like, okay, we thought the entire world wanted them, it's only 98, and then that just because of how Nvidia been moving might be enough to cause a 10% drop. But even then they didn't fail them expectations, so they're really just waiting to like not beat themselves, and like who knows, they've already done it for like who knows, like a year straight. Like I just couldn't tell you when that's gonna happen, bro.
I hear you, bro. I hear you. Well, Nvidia sent everything to all-time highs. It looks like Nasdaq hitting some all-time highs, SPY hitting all-time highs again too. So, just a lot of crazy upside risk. I know Julia's just been talking about lately. Like,
for sure,
one thing you're kind of conditioned to mentally is just thinking about that downside risk all the time. It's like, it's almost like that upside risk is not something we really think about like that. But if you've been short, I mean, you've been getting steamrolled. You know what I'm saying? So, it is just a crazy.
Honest, I don't even know, bro. Like, I just feel like sometimes people get too caught up in like the trading and the numbers and the volatility. Like that matters, bro. But like I feel like nowadays in 2024, people really just underrate fundamentals. So like how important the actual story
you
is.
make the case that fundamentals are underrated.
Yeah, I
That'd be a
think it's
good
time to
case.
have that conversation in 2024, man.
Okay.
Because like
You
you
think
still
you think
shorting Nvidia in the middle of an AI boom, bro. You just like want to be right so bad, bro. Like the fundamentals ain't telling you to go short Nvidia, bro. Like you know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
But like if you really want to be right that bad, that's what the game is. You can't tell me like you really don't see. I don't know, bro. That's what I feel like. I feel like
Yeah.
right now sometimes people like shorting shit they have no business shorting just because they want to say they were the person that knew it was overvalued or some
Yeah.
shit. But like,
Right.
yeah.
Mario said for fundamentals, there's a guy, Ricky Analog. He has some great videos. Oh, I know exactly who you're talking about, actually, Mario. Very, very Ricky Analog. That's funny. It's this trading. See, just the fact that you brought that up, Mario, just shows how small the trading space is and how small the trading community is. The fact that I know exactly who you're talking about. But anyways, Nasdaq moving to all-time highs, swept the highs, and then sold off pretty much all day from there. Had a few trades today on Nasdaq.